Welcome to No Small Parts. My name is Bobby Underwood. In the studio with us today is a very talented actress and entertaining human being, Francine Renee. Hi, Francine.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, you have an interesting story that comes before acting. You want to tell us what you did before you were an actress?
Well, what I did before I was an actress was all about approval. I first was the person who wanted the approval of my parents, so I went to college and I became a teacher. And of course, I married a lawyer. And then I had two beautiful children. Again, approval from society, but it ended up being a wonderful thing, my two beautiful children. And then I was a college counselor and I opened up a company and I managed doctors. I ran about 40 medical offices at one point. I was a self-made businesswoman.
How did you come to do that?
Well, I believed if a Jewish girl could make money off of one doctor, she could make a lot of money off of a lot of doctors. So I went for it.
That's a good line.
Uh-huh.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in New Jersey.
Southern, northern?
Teaneck.
Teaneck.
Northern.
Okay.
And then I went to Boston University. Got married right out of college and went to Villanova for my master's. And I'm a certified counselor. So I taught for a little while. I was a college counselor for a little while. But I found that I loved working directly with people, and I became a medical tech and a consultant, and I put together offices. And basically, I was a great businesswoman because of my father being a great businessman. And
Your father taught you how to be a businesswoman?
No. Genes. The genes.
The business genes. Yeah. I have business genes on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different kind of genes, but it works.
Okay.
I believe there are certain aspects that you're born with, and being a businesswoman is one of the things that I'm born with. So I was able to open up all these offices, be very successful, and it was wonderful. And first I was with a lawyer, and then I was with a doctor, and then I was with a businessman, but the lawyer and I needed to part ways. The doctor and I needed to part ways. But it's when the businessman and I parted ways that my heart was broken, because he was the love of my life. And I knew another man couldn't take his place. And all that approval from everybody, everything I did, I needed to find the self-love. And the self-love that I found was acting.
And how did you get into that?
Well, the businessman and I were going to take an acting course. And it just turned out that he wasn't able to take it with me because he had become ill. So I decided to just take a course. So I went in Long Island to a place, and I looked at this woman because there were 4 people in the whole class, and I said, "Are there any other classes?" And she said, "I took a course at Strasberg." Now, I didn't know what a Strasberg was, but I knew it had to be important because she threw it at me. The next thing I found out, it was Lee Strasberg Theater and Film. So they said, "You need a college education." Oh, I had my master's. "You need 2 recommendations." I ran 40 offices, I can get that. "You need to audition." What's an audition? So on my birthday, I went. I showed up. And when this bubbly lady said, "What are you doing here?" I told her, exactly out of Lee's words, it's not that I had nothing else to do, and it took me a long time to get here. And I was meant to be there, so I stayed 2 years.
And how was your first day at Strasberg?
Oh, I had the head teacher. She had trained right under Lee Strasberg himself. She went around the class in a circle, and the first person from London, she said to him, "And what have you done, honey?" And he said, "I did London theater." "Oh, excellent," she said. She went to somebody from Germany and said, "And what have you done?" "Oh, I did film." "Oh, oh, that's wonderful. And then she got to me and she said, and what have you done, honey? Oh, I don't know. I walked my dog. I drank my coffee. 9 years ago, I thought, well, maybe I should do some acting. I mean, and she looked me right in the eye and she said, we have a lot of work to do with you. 2 years later, even though they asked me to audition and I said no during the 2 years, I studied hard 7 days a week. And that was 2007 and 8. And Irma Sandri and Mauricio Bustamante, they believed in me. And then in 2009, I went out there.
And you did some student films and background acting. And then you got a very interesting film. You want to tell us about that? How that came into your life?
Well, the first thing I ever got was Holy Rollers.
Right.
And I walked in, and a rabbi, who's also a casting director, asked me to be the mother of Justin Bartha. And I said, sure. And when I was on set, I had to do my part 15 times. For the first 8 times I came out of this alley, he looked at me and he said, oh, can you do that again? Because I would let one tear drop. And I said, I'm Strasberg. I'm method. He didn't exactly know what I was talking about, but I knew being a method actress, I could do the same thing over and over and over again. And if I needed to cry, I could cry in 60 seconds.
I believe they made a movie, Cry in 60 Seconds.
I'm ready.
And how was working with Jesse Eisenberg?
He was the most wonderful person. This was the film right before Social Network. And during the break, he came over to me and he said, where were you trained? And I said, oh, thank you so much for asking and for noticing. I went to Lee Strasberg Theater and Film, and he said to me, it shows.
And you've since then done a couple of plays in the city. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, see, what I have noticed with acting was all that outside approval that I went for, the love of everybody else, the love of myself was just being myself. And I've played the lady with the purple hair. I've been Clausarella on stage. I played a mother.
Now, Clausarella, what is that?
Oh, I was the love object of Ted Claus, the son of Santa Claus, Clausarella by Adam Roebuck, and I got the lead. And when all the 20-year-olds were in this play, because at that time I wasn't union yet, and here I was, and he made me the lead, and I said to him, Adam, why did you give it to me? And he said, I knew you would be funny. And they did tell me I was really funny.
Now, you did another play. That was at the Times Square Arts Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did another play at the Helen Mills Theater. What was that?
Helen Mills Theater, I did The Insiders, where I was the mother of a son who I never listened to. And when it was too late, I begged him, give me another chance.
You do a lot of
too late.
Sorry. You do a lot of playing of mothers. That's because you've got a little mother experience in your life, right?
Oh, I have a lot of mother experience.
How are your kids doing?
Oh, I am so blessed. I have 2 beautiful children. It was one of the things I did right. My daughter is an entertainment attorney, and she's in New York City, and my son is a bankruptcy attorney in Miami. Either she's going to do my contract or he's going to file. One or the other.
Basically, they do a lot of work together. Entertainers go bankrupt and...
Right?
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that both of them have the love of themselves the way I do now, and they find their calling. It seems to be that way. They're prosperous, beautiful, healthy adults now. And they accept me for who I am. But is one thing my daughter does say. You want to know why I'm in therapy? Have you met my mother?
I think that's why everybody's in therapy. Without mothers, there would be no therapy.
Oh, that could be true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Without mothers, Freud would never have had a career.
But see, this is the one thing I can do.
Be a mother?
No, be myself. And I've heard they pay you for that. I can be that person who just lets it all out. And the one person that I believe, whose path I've always followed, is Lucille Ball.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Oh, you're a big I Love Lucy fan,
Oh,
aren't you?
gosh, yes. I used to think my mother was Lucy. I was confused when I was a little girl. I thought she was Lucy. But what I realized is, unfortunately, my mother, she didn't go to be an actress, and all she ever wanted to do was to be an actress. But see, I am an actress. I've always been an actress. But when we live in society, we can't always show ourselves the true self. But when we're an actor, and the way I got into Strasbourg was, I'm a chameleon. I mold to my environment. I was a mother. I was sexy trophy-wise. And I was a businesswoman. But see, that's all parts of me. An actor has so many deep parts of themselves. And now, I hide behind my character. And when I audition, which I'm doing a lot of now, by the way, I know my calling is to be a theater actor first.
Do you have a dream role in theater?
Well, I'll do anything but naked. I won't do naked. I promise my kids, no naked.
Oh, but with one T, not two T's.
No, no.
Okay.
I'll play a lunatic.
Okay.
My,
We're going to wrap up, but I want you to ask
What she's doing.
anything now?
Right, yeah. That was my next question.
And do you have a website? You don't have a website? Okay, so just ask her if she's doing it now,
Yeah.
or if she's got anything coming up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
2. Wait a minute. 3, 2.
And what are you working on now?
well, I am auditioning as an equity actress to be in a play. And I go 3-4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's my dream. But I'm also writing my own play about my own life, about all the parts. It's all about me. And it's the play that shows all the parts about me. And it will be there one day. It'll be on stage.
Is it autobiographical or is it?
Oh,
Is it?
it's so autobiographical that when somebody and all the people in my life come to see this play, they better wear sunglasses. Because I'm going to tell the truth.
I'll be there with my Oakleys. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for being here. It was great to meet you.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for watching. This is no small
Thank you,
part.
Marvin, for giving us this chance to show who we really are, the actors who want to tell you our story.
This is no. This
There
is.
are,
Go ahead.
there are no
Small
small
parts.